Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. ADA basically unchanged. We're pushing a little bit higher here. We touched yesterday the support area again, but we're now pushing higher. So let's take a look at that. We're just trying to break through resistance before we go into the, the nano count here. Let's take a look at the movements still since May. My view is that we came down here in May in a wave 3. We bottomed at around, at the time, 40 cents. Then we moved up in a 3-wave structure at the time. My view was we're going to go lower after that, and that this was only a 3-wave move. No reason to become too bullish. I already, we had a lot of FOMO back then already, but there was no need. This was only a 3-wave move. And the view was always to get down lower. It took then a long time to make new lows, really. I mean, we made one here, but only really a tiny bit lower than the previous one. Basically a double bottom. As I always say, double bottoms are very unreliable. So they are not really reversal patterns that you can trust. And this was proven in that we then moved up in a wave 2, just a corrective move up, and broke down eventually in a wave 3. I think we made a wave 4 there, which was here back in early November, and we're now moving down in a wave 5. The wave 5 consists of 5 waves as well. So let's take a look at that. No, actually not. This is all a 3-wave structure. So all of these subwaves can be counted as ABCs. Yeah, I did show that in a previous video. So that means that I see this as an ending diagonal, a so-called 3-3-3 structure, which means that the wave 5 also has to be counted as an ABC. As always, there are different interpretations possible. I just find that at least at the moment this works best in terms of proportions, where I'm looking at this move down as an A wave, which bottomed around 29 cents on the 21st of November or 22nd. We then moved up in a B wave. Initially I thought this might be a triangle, but again it works better not as a triangle pattern, just as an ABC here in wave B. And now we're moving down in the C wave. C wave, if we take that out, the C wave at the moment, if we said, we had 5 waves down off the B wave high. So we could say, right, maybe the wave C is already in, we've bottomed, bear market low is in, we're now going to rally. The problem is that this is not very likely, given that I still expect another low for Bitcoin. And unless ADA really does something really bullish, I don't have any trust it's going to decouple, not in the current environment anymore. And also, if we look at the length of the possible C wave, we didn't even reach here on the way down the 61.8% extension. That is sort of the first target that you would expect for a C wave. We missed it quite a bit actually. Well, not too much, but it is the minimum target anyway that you would expect for a C wave. And if you already missed that, I don't have much trust that this C wave could be over. The more likely target would be the 1-to-1 ratio that will be at 18.8 cents. So roughly the 18-cent region that I talked about in previous videos. And then we've got the 10-cent level, the 1.618 extension, which is also going to be a very, very strong psychological support level, right? So now let's zoom into the micro counting. So in summary, it means that my view is we're going to go lower. So this was only the wave 1 of the wave C. We're now moving higher in a wave 2 of the wave C. I think we are in this wave 2 recovery at the moment. Then there should be a wave 3 of C, 4 and 5. So that's how it should ideally turn out. So let's zoom in just a little bit. So, and we can see here on the 1-hour chart currently the pattern. We are hovering just below resistance, I think, trying to break through at the moment. That is the relevant resistance area we talked about yesterday in the video. We had a bit of a fake out to the upside, but now we seem to be breaking through again. And this would be good indication that indeed we are on the way to this high, a possible A wave of a larger wave 2, which is which consists of A, B, C. So this could all be part of the A wave at the moment. It's not entirely clear yet. We're going to be able to specify that count further as we go. But the idea was down here that the low could be in after having 5 waves down, and that we're now moving up at least short term, because we had 5 waves up here. We already talked about it when we broke out of the wedge to the upside, broke above the wave 4 high, that more upside is possible when we were able to count 5 waves up. We said we're probably going to come back down into this white support area, which we did yesterday, and we bounced off. So it could be that we have an ABC complete here in wave B, because this could be an ABC wave in itself. And we are now pushing higher here. Ideal target for this C wave in white, the first target would be the 1-to-1 ratio. Talking here about 27 cents roughly. That is the very first target we should actually expect. And the, let's say, extension target or additional target, if we break through this, would be the 1.618 extension at 28.4 cents. So at the moment it is still, you would say, still rather range bound. We have low volume today. It's still a holiday, and I'm not sure how reliable these movements are on these days. You often get fake outs on these days, but you can see that we're trying to push higher, and as long as we're holding above the previous swing low, which was here at 25.5 cents now, we have a good chance to finally push higher. And I think the trend, the very short-term trend at least, is up, and the price wants to get into this white resistance area, which is the larger resistance area for that wave 2 and the wave 1 retracement, so a target for the wave 2. Sitting between 27.7 cents and 31.1, between the 38.2% fib level and the 78.6% fib level, whereas, as I said before, the lower end here is probably less likely. I'd rather go with the area between the 50% and the 78.6% fib level. So one of these three resistance areas should act as large resistance. My view currently is that here the 38.2% fib level may only be the target for the yellow wave A. So we just talked about the target for the white wave C, which would complete that yellow wave A. And we could get a bounce down and a final wave C to the upside in wave 2, and then come down in a wave 3. So it might be a good short opportunity to then look at this wave 3 down. But we're still probably a few weeks away from that, or at least a few days. Okay, that's my update about ADA. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.